Hey everyone, what's going on? My name is Gothix, and today I'll be reacting to Facts Are Racist by Topher featuring Bryson. The title for this music video is very accurate to this weird phenomenon that I've been observing the past year, where you can present factual evidence to some person, and instead of debating you on whatever position you have, they'll just claim that you're racist. I don't know why people do that. It makes no sense to me, but again, it's a very, very weird phenomenon that I've observed. So I'm curious to see what this song is about. So let's get into it.
They gon' hate me for this one.
Most likely.
Hashtag facts are racist. R.I.P. mom, you the greatest. Raised up a king and they hate it. Everyone mind about races when they're not the biggest problem we facing. Take a real look at the nation. Single motherhood inflation. Whipping your boys, I saw jumping a lady. She only 15, left her bloody and shaking.
Ooh, okay. I don't know what this is. This footage here. What does he say in the lyrics? Hold on.
I saw jumping a lady. She only 15, left her bloody and shaking.
Ooh, okay. Saw you with your boys jumping the lady. She's only 15, left her bloody and shaking. Okay. And then so he starts off by saying that racism is not the biggest issue. Totally right. I don't know what else I can say to drill this through people's brains, but racism is never going away. Get used to it. Black people have all of their rights in America, just like everybody else. So as far as getting rid of racism, if you encounter someone, whether it be a celebrity, an activist, a politician, who is claiming that they are going to get rid of racism, that's a pipe dream and they're lying to you. It's not going to happen. I pick and choose my battles. If someone were to say something to me that others may claim are, a microaggression, or say something that is a little bit racist, guess what? That person doesn't pay my bills. That person doesn't provide for me or my family. That person has no weight on my life. And I realize that the world is an ugly place, and there are always going to be people that don't like you just for you being you. Are you going to sit there and waste the entirety of your life fighting people and begging them to accept you? Not me. I sure as hell won't. But he did say single motherhood inflation, which I find to be an actual problem that should be addressed. Fatherless homes in America has been going up for everyone, but more specifically with Black Americans, it's a bigger problem where you just can't ignore it. And if you have broken homes, you're going to have broken communities. You're going to have people going out in the streets, finding families, and then doing nonsense like this. This right here, beating up whatever, I don't know what's going on over here, but they're beating up one person that obviously can't fight back. That's not systemic racism. That's not white supremacy. Those are bad choices that people make. And I don't know why we keep changing the definition to try to, get rid of any sense of self-accountability from these people, because again, how do you fix a problem if you don't know a problem is there? If you just keep saying, oh, well, the reason that they're doing this is because of some, insert racial term here. No, that's your choice. Okay, let's back it up a little bit and keep going.
Single motherhood inflation. Whipping your boys, I saw jumping a lady. She only 15, left her bloody and shaking. They wasn't wearing no rags. Nobody waving no flags. You ain't even got an ass. It's black on black on black on black.
Ain't nobody waving no flags. Okay, one of the many reasons why I despise the Black Lives Matter movement is because of the outrage, the amount of outrage behind a very rare incident of a white cop killing a Black man. Very rare. But meanwhile, you'll have nonsense like this in the streets where, is he jumping on this person? That's insane. Where you'll have constant gang violence. I know people don't like to talk about black on black crime, but I find it very disheartening to know that all of your energy, all of your outrage goes behind very rare incidents versus the constant, non-stop gang violence in your own communities. Make it make sense. Do you care about Black lives or only when it's on TV? Do you care about Black lives or only when a celebrity puts up a hashtag on their bio. Do you care about Black lives, or only until a politician tells you they're gonna give you all the goodies if you care about this incident? Come on, y'all. And the thing that's really upsetting is I see it. I see the selective outrage, and so do other people. So do predatory people that will take advantage of you because they say, hey, you don't like racism, we're going to help defeat racism, even though, like I said, it's a pipe dream. You can't get rid of it. You want to really make change? Here's a secret. You fix the individual. You fix yourself. This is why I reject the idea of being a part of a monolith. This expectation that Black people are supposed to all think and act and vote in the same way. That's a monolith way of thinking. You're thinking as a group instead of yourself. So that's how I know that people aren't valuing themselves as individuals. If you were to actually sit there and just be responsible for yourself, fix yourself. Don't worry about what everyone else is doing. Just fix yourself and self-analyze your own behavior. That would be a step in the right direction towards actually making change. You work on yourself, and then you work on your family, and then the next thing you know, your community is fixing itself. But pointing fingers and ignoring situations like this because you'd rather blame everything on white supremacy is never going to fix the problem. All right, let's keep going.
They wasn't wearing no rags, nobody waving no flags. You ain't even gotta ask, it's black on black on black on black. Everybody wanna play victim, blame everything on the system. Be a sad day when it hit them. Life could've been different if you would've listened to the information that we spit. Take it, keep it, chew it for a bit. Hold your head up, brother, never quit. Self-accountability, that's it.
Ooh, okay. It would have been different if you would have listened. One of the reasons that there are so many people right now that are speaking out against Black Lives Matter, the movement, and the organization is because there are red flags that suggest otherwise. All last year, the narrative, there were several narratives for BLM, but one of the narratives that I kept hearing from this movement was that capitalism is oppressing Black people and everything is blamed on the white man's system. And then there was so much anti-white rhetoric coming out of this movement. It was very obvious and is still obvious, right? I made a video on my channel titled, "Are Black People Ready to Talk About Race Hustlers?" And in that video, I made it clear that one of the reasons racism doesn't seem to ever go away is because a lot of people depend on keeping racism alive to earn a living. That is the reality. Whether or not you want to accept it, this is the reality. There is a business and a market for everything, and that also includes exploiting other people's trauma. The co-founder of Black Lives Matter has purchased an additional home worth $1.4 million, I believe, in a predominantly white area, which seems to contradict a lot of the narrative that we were hearing last year about BLM when they were doing the peaceful protests. So this is one of those situations where I would say, listen to what people say, but then pay attention to what they do. If you're saying that capitalism is bad and white people's system is messing everything up and Black people are oppressed and they're living in poverty all the time because of the white man system, and then you go out and you buy $1 million home, what are people supposed to think? They're just supposed to accept that? Oh yeah, she should be able to live wherever she wants. She's done so much for BLM. Like what? What has BLM done for you? Black person, what have they done for you? When people blindly follow activists or Black community leaders or even politicians without asking questions or challenging narratives, that puts you in a very vulnerable position to be taken advantage of. And I've said this so many times on this channel. I'm hoping with some time people will start asking more questions, but until then, I'll just keep saying this script on repeat. All right, let's keep going.
That'll get you all to the top. Then you really ball till you drop. Economic growth, man, I'm here to stir the pot. Say you wanna hear the truth, so I put it in the beat. Changing the culture every day of the week. Right now it's more like a vulture. Only prey on the weak, but we are here to expose ya. Going down as I speak. No excuses, can't refuse this honesty that we seek. Y'all be like, facts Facts are racist. Why y'all say this? You know it's true. Y'all just hate it. Facts are racist. Why y'all say this?
I like the chorus.
True.
That's a nice chorus. That's a nice chorus. Let me go back again. Just sorry, I was jamming right there. Let me just hear what he says again.
It's more like a vulture. Culture. Every drop. Economic growth. Man, I'm here to stir the pot. Say you want to hear the truth, so I put it in a beat. Changing the culture. Every day of the week. Right now, it's more like a vulture. Only prey on the weak.
We're changing the culture every day of the week. It's more like a vulture. They only prey on the weak. What did I just say? What did I just say? If you are someone that believes all of your problems or all of the problems that Black Americans face as a result of discrimination, racism, white supremacy, systemic racism, if you believe those things, you are a victim. You're assuming that role. And when you assume that role, that allows a hero to come in and save you. And that person may not give a damn about you.
Excuses can't refuse this honesty that we seek. Y'all be like, facts are racist. Why y'all say this? You know it's true. Y'all just hate it. Facts are racist. Why y'all say this? You know it's true. Y'all just hate it.
Look at his shirt. Look at Bryson's shirt. It says, facts are greater than feelings. I love that. I need that in my life. Okay, let's keep going.
Y'all just hate it.
13-year-old girls working on TikTok. You saying he just want to learn how to quit wow. If you ain't talking about sex, then kick rocks. All they care about the chains and the wrist, watch the guy that's change. This is something only God can change. Don't get mad at me when I complain about how 4 and 5 black women are beasts. Half of the murders us killing in the streets.
Okay, there's a few things there that I want to point out. So first of all, we got young girls twerking on TikTok. Yes. And it's more concerning when I'll see a video of a grown woman twerking on TikTok with their infant child next to them. That is wild to me. And then he said something about you only caring about a chain and a wristwatch. So I don't know if you know this. There is data that shows Black America spends less on financial maintenance and more on visible goods. So, for example, more on flashy things that you may not necessarily need, but less on things to help your economic growth, such as investing or opening up a savings account, building credit, things like that. If a white person were to say this, they would probably be accused of being racist. But statistically speaking, if we were to compare the spending and saving behaviors of Black America compared to Asian America or white America, it's very different. So when we go back to this conversation about systemic racism and the white man system, I have to redirect the attention back to self-accountability. Why are you buying that wrist watch? Why are you buying that gold chain? Why are you getting grills in your mouth? Why are you getting the rims when you still live with your mom? Why are you doing that? I'm just asking a question. It's not racist. Okay. Go off, Bryson.
How 4 and 5 black women are beasts. Half of the murders us killing in the streets.
Four out of 5 Black women are obese. Yes. To be fair, America as a whole has an obesity problem. But if we break down the stats by race, Black America has an even bigger problem with it. No pun intended. So going back to this idea that racism is the biggest problem that faces Black America, I would argue, statistically speaking, the physical health and well-being of Black America should take precedence over that. Just saying. All right, let's keep going.
Half of the murders us killing in the streets.
Yup.
Almost half of abortions too. This is a rap verse, but this is a warning too. They go against God like there's nothing more to do, but y'all don't care. Y'all just really want a Porsche that's new.
Okay. Oh, y'all don't care. You just really want a Porsche that's new. Why are you spitting facts? Okay, so he said some other stats. Okay, so let's pay attention right now. Okay, high abortion rates, a high rate of Black obese women, Black on Black crime is crazy high. And then I'll add some more. There's a high STD rate among young Black women. And again, these are compared to other races, not just We're not just looking at one sector. This is compared to other races. So these are some pretty eye-opening stats. And by the way, this can all be accessed online. It's public information. But when I see someone who evades self-accountability or refuses to self-analyze either themselves or the people around them, and would rather blame everything on white supremacy, systemic racism, or white people in general, to me, it paints a picture of you not actually caring about Black people or you not caring about yourself. Part of life is growing, right? And how do you grow? You usually learn from mistakes. You usually experience different things. You usually have to self-analyze yourself in order to grow as a person. There is a saying, I forget exactly how it goes, but you never learn anything by only speaking to people that agree with you. So if everyone in your ear is telling you, yes, the reason that your life is like this, or the reason that this community is like this is because of the white man system, even though there's clearly things like such as high abortion rates, high fatherless homes, high STD rates, which can be resolved by Black America, to me, it seems like you're not interested in actually fixing the problem. You're interested in keeping the cycle going to feed the race hustlers again. And whether or not you're doing that on purpose, that's what's happening. Because the only way for you to grow is for you to face these problems head on and say, okay, what have I done specifically to contribute to this mess? Is it all because of someone else? I find that very hard to believe. Let's keep going.
Black women are beasts. Half of the murders us killing in the streets. Almost half of abortions too. This is a rap verse, but this is a warning too. They go against God like there's nothing more to do. But y'all don't care, y'all just really want to point that's new. Wanna gang bang, do drugs, wish drugs all above. Sell drugs till you in the jail cell, not a club. Now another single mother, cause we lost another brother. Sold to an undercover, kids gotta raise each other.
Yep. So that line right there, I'm not even gonna repeat that. That line is exactly what I'm talking about. He broke down that self-accountability, because a lot of people will say, okay, well, the reason that, you know, fatherless homes is such a big problem, or broken homes are such a big problem, is because they were locked up because of systemic racism and because they had to steal in order to support their families. This guy just broke it down, and I think he did it beautifully. Rewind this video and listen to that, because it's perfect.
Sell drugs till you in the jail cell, not a club. Now another single mother, cause we lost another brother. Sold to an undercover, kids gotta raise each other. This what you are, you trying to look cool on computers. Claim you a king, but blame the white man. When something bad happens, you feel like a loser. And keep voting the same way.
Yup.
Cause your parents did it too.
Yup.
Because your parents are ignorant too, and politicians know it, so now they got you.
We changing the culture every day of the week. Right now it's more like a vulture. Only prey on the weak, but we are here to expose ya. Going down as I speak. No excuses, can't refuse this honesty that we seek. Y'all be like, facts are racist. Why I say this? You know it's true. Y'all just hate it. Facts are racist. Why I say this? You know it's true. Y'all just hate it.
Oh, inspired by Larry Elder. Yo, that's dope. That's dope. Okay. That was great. I love this. Beautiful job, both of you, Bryson, Topher. Really, really good. This pretty much mirrors everything that I've been talking about in the history of this channel, just put into a rap format, which I think is a brilliant idea, because one thing that I have observed is that people will take the word of someone who they don't have a relationship with, whether it be a celebrity or a rapper, and they'll take their word as gospel and completely ignore someone, for example, like me, that is trying to scream from the YouTube rooftops to use their brain. So they'll instead listen to a musician or a celebrity or a politician or someone who has no connection to them in their life, and they'll say, okay, I agree with what this person is saying because they're on the TV, and that must mean that what they're saying is true, because they're obviously not going to put someone on the TV that's lying to me. And of course, I don't have a relationship with every viewer that watches my videos, but that's where your ability to critically think comes in. ask questions, challenge narratives. If you're just taking what I say as gospel and not researching, then it's no different than you watching the news or listening to a celebrity and taking what they say as gospel and not asking questions. I don't want you to be spoon-fed information. I want you to hear information, but then find out if it's real. Not, okay, well, everyone else is agreeing with it. That means that I must agree with it too. You remember that saying, if your friends walk off a cliff, are you gonna follow them? Huh? Yeah. That's you. But anyways, that's going to be it for me, so I hope you enjoyed this video. By the way, I just finished up an interview with Topher over on my podcast, Subtweet This, so I'll put the link on the screen somewhere over here if you want to watch it. And again, thank you everyone for supporting the channel, and thank you to my Subscribe Star members for sponsoring another one of these. Also, don't forget to sign up for my newsletter, just in case YouTube decides one day that I am too problematic for their platform. We'll have a way to connect. So y'all, thank you so much for joining us, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.